son, have a good podcast.
Yeah, you have a good one.
Okay, I'm here. Let's get the music. Bop, 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 ba-da.
Doink, doink, doink.
Let's make sure it's the... Oh, sorry. Wrong one. There it is.
Green room, it's probably not green.
Green room. It's
Definitely not green.
the green room. Can
Oh,
I
my
get
goodness,
some
that
more
was-
eyes.
If you're
Not in the band.
That was
Yeah,
nice.
baby.
It was like some Bowie. You were like Bowieing out.
Yeah, yeah. All you have to do to sound like Bowie is have a really wide vibrato. Ha, 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 ha. It's
Oh,
also
dude.
Dracula.
Oh, man. I am not going to lie. I am under the weather today.
Oh,
unfortunately. Yeah, just like super. My body temperature is like, I'm sweating right now, but I'm cold.
I can hear it too, man. You look great, but I could hear it. All right, was it coming on yesterday?
It actually, I was totally fine. And then last night I was sitting on the couch and I got crazy cold.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm freezing. Like so cold that you like can't move.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got to go to bed, man. And so, here we are. You know, we got to do the pod though.
The things we do for you, listener. The things
That's
we
right.
do for you. I lost both my legs in an accident yesterday, and I'm here just because,
You're
you
here.
know,
Yeah.
I care, and you're more important than us. So,
Exactly. So what are we at? 97?
yeah, we're nearing our huge, epic episode, which we can't really reveal all that we have planned because we don't know.
Yeah.
But
I think Bray's going to get Billy Zane to come on with all the
yeah,
Zaniacs.
or Billy Shen if that's not possible. I'm here. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Congratulations.
Oh, dude. So, yes, we've been texting all week throughout. This is why I'm sick. I had such a week last week, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
You had a
hell.
rough go. A couple of rough
I did
goes.
have a rough go. So, let's see. When was it? Well, let's just get into the first one. I played a show at Mullins in, where is that? Half Moon Bay? Right?
Yes. I know that
Which
place.
I think you know that place, and I think you play Half Moon Bay a lot, right?
You
Or
wouldn't be able
somewhat-
to tell me who booked that, would you? Could you give the first name?
I could. It's if you said it back.
Is it Rick?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I know that guy.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right.
You're like,
I,
and we'll just stop
and
right
I
there.
haven't worked with him for years.
Yeah. You know, he does kick
yeah.
me some stuff every now and then, and I do say yes. So, you know,
I priced
if you
myself out of his world a long time ago, and now I tried backpedaling to him years ago, and he was just like, "Hope you're well" or something like that. It's kind of
Right.
like that's.
I don't know
fine,
that
dude.
I don't know if I've ever actually met him.
I've
But
met
every
him a
now
few times.
every now and then, it's like if the schedule is just looking light, I'll
Yeah,
reach
you
out
reach out.
and see what he's got. And so
Yeah.
it actually the gig is so this is one I get there, and I think I did talk about this.
It's
through
a weird one.
text.
Yeah, no, it's this.
So-
I can't wait to hear this. Now that I know where it was, this is all going to
Yes.
make even more sense. Okay.
Yes. So first off, which was interesting, is I leave my house, right, and it's pretty warm here, but I'm going to Half Moon Bay. It's always cold.
It's like the
always cold.
surface of Neptune. Well, actually, Pluto or somewhere else. but
It's always
awful.
cold, right?
Yeah.
Every
yeah.
time it's cold. And so, check this out. I'm leaving, and I'm going to wear my blazer. I have like a nice dressy rock and roll blazer,
Yeah.
that it's a go-to. And
Yeah.
so with a black tee underneath, and
Love
check
it.
this
Classic.
out. It's classic. I have a million black t-shirts.
Right.
And so I grab one and I put one on, and it's got a huge hole right here, right?
Well, you got the blazer on. No one's going to know.
And that's what I thought. I said, "Oh man, I got a hole in this shirt." And I was like, "Oh, but it still looks good because I'm gonna wear the blazer. It doesn't matter."
In other words, you didn't
So-
throw it away or put it in a different bag. You're like, I'm just going to wear it. Yeah.
I'm gonna wear it someday with a blazer. So, but
Yeah.
I get to Half Moon Bay. It is insanely hot. It is crazy hot.
So you
And I
go
was just
blazer,
like-
no shirt.
And so I was like, no. And also when I get there, this was kind of funny. To get into Mullins, it's like the Ritz-Carlton, so there's a little
Yep.
security gate, and
Yep.
you know the stoner guy that's like letting you in. He's
Oh, yeah.
like talking to the girl that he's like probably trying to hit on. And
Oh, yeah.
there was a car in front of me, and the car goes, and it takes off. And the guy goes, I was like, yeah, I'm playing at Mullins, the steakhouse. And the guy goes, yeah, just follow that really elderly couple that's in front of you.
Ouch.
And I was like, why did he have to say that?
Yeah, that's pretty specific. Follow that guy with bad breath.
Yeah,
And you'll
follow
be
that
fine.
insanely old guy, and you're gonna be in the right spot. And I was like, that's a weird.
If he drives off absent-mindedly into the ocean, don't do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you don't have a hole in your shirt because it's really hot. So I get there and I'm like unloading. I'm like, uh-oh, it's really hot. The bagpipes are playing in the background, which, you know, you've talked about
yeah.
the bagpipes.
Oh, yeah.
And they're doing their thing. And so I go and I load in and I'm already like, sweat is kind of beading on my forehead, right?
Sure.
I'm like, dang, it's hot. So I'm loading in and I kind of get set up. And the same extremely elderly couple
Right.
is sitting right in front of me. And the guy comes up and he goes, and he has really, really big pointy eyebrows. Like,
Yes. All right.
and he
I
goes,
like that. Andy Rooney.
yeah, Andy Rooney vibes. And he goes, so what are we doing here tonight? What are we going to do?
God.
And I was like, oh, you know, I play everything, you know. And he goes,
Boomer
oh,
favorites. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, so like James Taylor. And you just talked about James
Right.
Taylor. And I'm like,
Uh,
I was just honest with him. I'm like, honestly, that's not one that I just pull out. And I didn't want to say like I hate James Taylor, but I was
but
like,
do you? Do you like
yeah, I
James
do.
Taylor?
His songs just don't sound like anything that I ever want to play or listen to.
Yeah, I know
Me
that
personally.
a lot of our listeners will love him, and he's well loved. And even someone like I wanted you to get back to your story, but this is interesting to me because James Taylor is a really popular musician, and he's got his bands are typically like
His bands
really
are insane.
high end. So if you talk to Shram about it, he'll be like, "You're crazy." Their
Yeah.
band, you know, the guitar player's
Well, but-
killer.
It's Mike Landau who plays, but it's his band. It's not him.
I know, but if they open, well, whatever. That's just what somebody like Shram will say, and I'll go, yeah, but there's one problem with the James Taylor band, James Taylor.
Yeah, well, there's one problem. They have to play his songs.
Yeah, I mean, but even his songs are probably good. I like this song called Mexico. I like a couple songs, but the way he sings, it's like oatmeal.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
It-
gross.
so I kind of had to be like, that's not gonna happen. Like I can't just pull that out because those are hard songs too.
Yeah,
And so
they're
then he
also-
goes, well, okay. He goes, what about Joni Mitchell? And I was like, oh shit! Like that's another one that's
the
just
only
like,
one even harder. But I absolutely love Joni Mitchell. But
I love
that's
Joni
like,
Mitchell too, but
I'd
it's
like
just-
to play a song with 47 chords.
Yeah.
And like she sings it like a bird in super
Yeah,
mezzo
it's just-
soprano. How are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I just when people ask for stuff where I'm like, you realize like that's like look at me, and then you're asking me if I'm gonna play Joni Mitchell. Like that's like
I
it's
know,
just-
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like it's just a little weird. It's so
Are you
high.
playing selections from the Joffrey Ballet? Because that's what
Yeah,
you look like
like-
you're about to do.
And
Yeah,
also
but
the guy
of course,
kind of the guy. Yeah.
no, just of course, Clay has a perfect answer for it and could have satisfied the guy.
He could have. He
with
could have.
James Taylor, and he'll do his version of "Put up a parking lot," and
Totally.
it's got the answers,
Yeah.
man.
And the guy kind of looked like James Taylor too. I feel like everyone that like asked for James Taylor, like they
Right,
they
a
kind
guy
of
in a
look
big
like
top
James.
hat's like, "You got any Slash?" Yeah,
So
Solo Slash.
So I'm kind of like, this is how this one's gonna start, right? So
right.
So whatever. I'm like getting in, and it's just like the air is thick It's so thick in this room.
It's kind of like that there. Yeah.
It's just and I'm right behind or right in front of a big flat screen TV with my name on it. It's like
they've
Jeff
upgraded.
Sabru.
Yeah.
Acoustic.
I actually like
And
that. I have a huge ego.
No, it's cool, but it's extremely warm. Like
Oh.
it's like super hot.
Can you
And
go
so-
to blue screen? It kind of cools down.
Yeah, actually, it was blue screen, but so I start right, and I'm like kind of vibing. I'm playing some old stuff. I'm trying to do my best with the older songs, and
Yes.
it's working. It feels good, and so I'm playing, and it's kind of warm, but it's not overbearing. And this guy walks by, and he's in like golf clothes because everyone's in
course.
golf clothes there because it's a
Right.
big golf spot. And he
yeah.
keeps walking back and forth, and he'd like walk by with like all these napkins, and then he'd walk by again with like all these golf clubs like in his arms. He's like, "Ugh." And I'm like, what is this guy doing? And he just looked really mad. And so he's walking back and forth, and he keeps looking at me, and I'm like, I wonder if he's like the owner or something. And then he walks by, and he just has his thumb down like this.
No.
He's going
No.
like, which it either means you suck or turn down, right?
Right.
And so I was like,
Turn down
Okay.
because you suck.
yeah, man. And I was just like, I really didn't feel like I was loud at all.
Right.
And so I was like, okay. And I didn't really turn down. I just started playing really quiet and backing way off the mic. And so I was playing quiet. And then another guy that he starts talking to also does this. He goes, thumbs down, like turn down. And I was like, bro, like, but there's also other tables and they're like really enjoying what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're
course.
vibing. And I was like, okay. And then finally the guy comes up and he goes, can you just turn down? It's just blowing away the conversation in here. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. And so I did.
You're like, do you work here? He's like, no, I played the bagpipes earlier, and it's just, shit's
I'm the
pretty loud.
bagpipe guy. And so I did, and I played for about 10 more minutes, and he came up and asked again to turn down. And I was like, at this point, I was so like dejected. And it kind of made me nervous too, because the room was kind of full.
It's also hard to play super quiet. It's actually hard, especially singing. It's really hard.
Oh my god, yeah,
It'll make you flat.
It ruined the vibe, and so I'm kind of like, what the hell, dude? And then I'm like, oh man, like just everything sounded wrong, and I was kind of just totally out, and I started getting insanely hot. Like, like it was like
The less I play, the hotter I get.
because it was like the guy like kind of like ruffled my feathers a little bit, and I was like, this sucks. I don't want to be here. And then it just like I started sweating, and it just wouldn't stop. I was like beating beads of sweat, like dripping, like it was like. It was like I
You're
was
like an
sitting
obese
in
person on a 100-yard dash. You're like,
I was like sitting in a sauna, dude, and it was
Yeah.
it was too much. I played like 2 songs, and I was sweating so hard. I had to take a break and go up to the host guy, who was like, I don't know what he was doing. He had a hoodie on, and he was just actually I have a hoodie. He had his strings, and he was just eating his strings.
oh no, good lord.
And I was
You were
like,
playing so low you could hear him slurping on his hoodie strings.
I was like, hey, dude, I was like, this is kind of weird, but it's so hot in there. Is it possible to get like a towel or something? And he's like, we don't have any towels.
He's like, you can use my slobbery hoodie.
Yeah. So he just gave me all these little napkins. And I was like,
Oh, no!
my
And then you have
God.
like white squares on your face.
It was just such a nightmare. And
damn.
yeah. So, and then, like, finally I like calmed down.
Yeah.
And like people were digging it, and even one of the guy that gave me the thumbs down, he liked the song, so he came up. But I was like, come on. Like I was honestly to a point where I was like, maybe you shouldn't have music here. Like it
Right.
just didn't
That's what it
seem
starts feeling like if they're having you.
Yeah, I was like, I want the gig, but at the same time, like maybe this doesn't need to happen. Like maybe I should just pack it up, But
yeah. Meanwhile, through like a double pane window nearby, the booker's like,
oh, dude, it was like that was a real.
"Oh, that's rough."
Yeah, and so
and the pay is not astronomical on those, so you're a little bit
No.
like.
I will
Nerd.
say, yes, you're right about that. But there, because it is the Ritz-Carlton,
Yeah.
it was like the people that tipped, it was all 20s. So that was
Baby. Now you're
Yeah,
talking.
yes. So it was like anybody that would tip, like when you tip, like all my little spots out here, when someone
Yeah.
comes up and tips, it's like $1,
$3,
$2,
yeah,
$3. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. But this was
Or
like all
or
20s.
that's great. And in
Yeah.
Clay's case, which I can't believe this to be true.
$2
but-
bills.
Yeah, $2 bill, which I actually like. But as I said to him, I want 10 of them. Then
Yeah.
and I think $2 bills are cool. But he also said someone else we know pays in $2 bills.
No, I said that. I said that.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, it is true. Jason
What?
Muscat.
What a lot of work that would be. You have to go to a
know.
bank and get 200 of them, and
Well, he's
pay
kind of
people.
weird. So, yeah, our buddy, I'll call him out. I don't care because it is
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Muscat, when he plays, I think it's with Atticid, who's like the sickest funk band in the Bay Area.
Right.
They would play shows, and Jason used to tell me that Max would pay him with $2 bills.
Max Cowan, keyboard player,
Yeah.
band leader for that. Yeah,
I-
I guess
I
Max
don't-
would do that.
I wouldn't be that amused by that, honestly. I'd be like,
It's
I'd be
funny
this is
once.
yeah, like I'd be like, this is cool, but like, can I have the other ones now?
20
Like,
years later, we're talking about it, and he's like, finally! That's like, why he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
interesting.
yeah, no, Max is rad though, and that band is rad. But yeah, getting paid in $2 bills, I guess that could be like a yarn. But so yeah, that gig, it was a real grind, honestly. And then the
Damn,
next
I'm
night,
sorry.
yeah, sorry. It's like we choose this life, right? So
Yeah,
then the next night, this was a classic. So showing up to a gig where right where you're supposed to play, there's a table of like 8 just sitting there. You get that one? You ever get
Oh,
that?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep, and then there's no one around to ask who
No.
hired you. They're not even there.
No.
So you're like, well, I'll either set up nearby or I have to go talk to a server who doesn't give a shit and
Yeah.
has nothing to do with it. Yeah.
But who does give a shit are the people at the table that you're like, hey guys, good news, I'm the music. Okay, bad news, I need to move you guys. And they're like, okay,
Yeah.
we actually hate you.
We hate you, and the server hates you because they don't want their tip affected or,
Exactly.
don't cut their
Oh
meal
my-
short. Yeah.
Bro.
It's just, that's something that's avoidable, right? That's
Yeah.
the thing.
I
Whoever's,
know.
like, somebody's got to know or be communicated to that you're going to have music and here's where it goes. Everyone really
Exactly.
should be on the same page. Yeah. Dude, okay.
So, yeah, you go. What do you got?
So here's something.
I've got more, too.
Well, I'd like to say something that's a little bit like a parallel lane. Okay, this is also entertainment biz shit that happens. And it's utterly humiliating what I'm going to share. I was totally humiliated. And it really bummed me out. And you know what? I think I'm getting sick also. I think I'm sick. Yeah, I'm sick.
Yeah.
So, okay, I've been promoting the Dens, Bray and the Dens project with original music. So already we're on a different kind of ground than
Yeah.
playing covers and doing things like that. This is like nowadays anything live band related, I think, is kind of rare and a lost art in some ways. So I have a show coming up for anyone listening when we release this in a couple days on Sunday, so that musician friends can come if they like. Sunday, March
Nice.
15th at the Makeout Room in San Francisco.
And this
Yeah.
is the Dins?
Yeah. Yeah,
Awesome,
so
dude.
it's a chance for whoever maybe couldn't make it to the release party to come and see, and also just hear the songs, support original music, see a killer band,
Yeah.
truthfully. And so that part's cool. So I'm also doing some radio promotion. I had
Right.
some spins on The Bone and, some spots there. And a few of those, you're just running the circuit, gets reviews and so forth. So I got hooked up with, I guess I'll just say it, it's Stanford, the university, their radio, and they also have their radio station, and then they also have this live music series that I guess you kind of have to be invited for. I don't know, but some big bands have done it over the years. Green Day, blah blah blah. So I'm like, oh, I'm looking forward to this. So in the lead up to that, which is still going to happen, March 11th at 9 p.m. on their radio station, is I'm going to do a regular radio spot on like a blues program. Cool. And I found out about this because of this lady who's a fan of Neon Velvet, and that's how this all started. Then she comes and sees the Dens, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get to it, the humiliation, coming up really close. Here's what happened. So Stanford is in the other end of the Bay Area from me. It takes like an hour and a half to drive there.
Yep.
I turned down a Sunday gig so that I can do this radio spot. I'm going to go on there, play a couple songs, talk about the crossover with blues, with any, most rock, right?
Yeah.
And pick out some records and, pick some Johnny Lang or whatever kind of stuff I want to share. Yeah. And so I get there. It's kind of a hidden little room down some stairs, and you're like, is this a quest? I can't find this place. Find it. And then I walk back there, and there's some, I guess, interns, right? And they're kind of like, oh, hey, you're here for your radio spot. I'll just call her Carol. He's here. I walk up, and Carol goes around the corner and looks at me and goes, oh, huh? What are you? Hey,
oh, no.
Bray. Yeah. And I was like, I just kind of looked at her like, shit's fucked. I know it. And I was like,
yeah, something's bad.
Yeah. I'm like, how you doing? And she's like, wow, you're here. I may have really messed up here. She's like, I double booked you.
Oh my God.
And in my mind, I'm like, no, you double booked someone else. If there's two people, I ain't the one, it feels very like your value is low, right? If somebody's saying to you, I booked you and someone else at the same time. They're telling you that. I don't even want to hear this. Why are you telling me? Tell the other person.
Right.
This is my delusion, right?
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah, right.
This is my delusion because I'm the one that was going to go home. And she said to me, did you know that today's Women's Day? I was like, no, I didn't.
Like,
I should know that.
I
should
do
know
now.
that. I should know that. And then out pops this perky, beautiful, wonderful, happy, very young female artist that is also booked. It's not her fault at all. She is just like the sweetest ever. And I'm not going to like ruin her experience or just continue this at all. But I just went, oh, well, that's super top importance. Like, I'm not going to get in the way of that at all. I want you to be celebrated for what you're doing. And also it's Women's Day. Like, dude, no more conversation about it.
She's like, did you know it's not Bray Day?
Yeah. Do you know it's drive back home and get yourself some Twizzlers to ease your pain? So, dude, I don't know. Even telling this now, it seems like not that big a deal, but it's felt
so
deflating.
Far, though. Yeah.
It's super far. It felt deflating because I planned for the day. I had my rock blazer on.
Yeah.
With a non-ripped shirt under it.
Non-ripped shirt.
And it just was humiliating and kind of like, she's like, give me another day right now and we'll make sure you come in. Which assumes I have nothing else going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have no idea. It's cool. I probably won't be back. I said that a little bit under my breath and she's like, no. And I'm like, no, okay. I just didn't want to have this conversation right now. I'm just like, I'll just go to the gas station to get enough gas to get back home right now, and then I was just kind of like, this is fucking...
Yeah.
So,
That's
I
brutal.
just, two people who were probably going to tune in were like, what happened, that when they hear something else, but... it was very humbling to say the least. And I don't think I did it, but my thought was like triple hot fudge sundae, kind of. I feel sorry for myself. Idiot fucking. I mean, I'm
like jujubes or whatever.
Yeah. I'm going straight to C's Candy and then to a bar and then to a cliff to jump off of.
I'm going to double book some candy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I'm going to get over this in 3 hours, which I did. And I'm like, I know this is just something to laugh at. I'll tell Jeff about it, but I want to be honest that in the moment I felt like I was 25 and getting rejected by a label again. It just brought a lot of the shit, we're interested in you, and then it just fizzles for whatever reason. The shit that happens to everybody. But I guess because it's so precious right now, anything to do with original music, we're pushing so hard to make time for it, make sacrifices. You and I, Clay, anybody who's spending time, Durbin, extremely so, and a lot of people that I don't mean to forget, but anyone working on original music, please write in and share what you're doing, and we will give you a shout out, because it's just not very common. And like, if you're going to play a festival, for instance, I would say a lot of times they expect to pay a original band less than a cover band. So that's just the reality that I'm seeing, unless you're Taylor Swift, right?
Right.
So I don't know, man.
Sucks. Yeah, and I'm sure like you were probably like driving there, the 2-hour drive, like thinking about what you're gonna say. And then I'm gonna talk about this, and then it's like
I did do some research.
Yeah, you like see the lady, you're like, here I am.
Yeah. Boy, have I got some stuff to tell you. She's like, no, you don't.
Yeah, you're the wrong person.
Yeah. All you have to do is not be a guy.
Man, yeah, that's a real that's a knockout blow too. Like she's like. She had that one.
It's Women's Day. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah. What are you gonna say? Say
nothing
something.
Except that's awesome. Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah. You're like, wow. That's such a man of me for being here right now.
I'm glad I showed up to congratulate you on your radio spot you're about to have and all of your career. Goodbye. I'm going.
Yeah, and goodbye. I didn't.
Totally no big deal. Yeah. All right, so let's pivot back. You had like 37 more bad gigs or something.
Well, it was still the same gig. Yeah, dude. This one was just.
We're still in Half Moon Bay.
No, we've exited Half Moon Bay. We've made our way back to my area.
Yes.
I love my
East
gigs
Bay
out
somewhere.
here. Yeah. It's these gigs are great, and any gig that I say yes to, it's like 1,000% on me. So as much as I complain, I usually tend to end a gig and I'm still happy that I did it. It's very rare.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's very rare that you go through all the James Taylors and the sweating your balls off. And then by the time you end, you're still like, I hated that. It's usually like, nah, it was worth it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Totally.
Almost, I'm going to say 100% of the time, it usually is worth it to do it. So even Half Moon Bay was totally fine. And so then I played Disco, and Disco is the place where Disco Discovery Bay. There's a steakhouse out there that I played.
Still haven't heard from her.
yeah. She's notorious for ghosting people. It's like, anyways. So this was the one where I show up and there's a table of 8 right where I'm supposed to play. So that's not good. That's not a good start.
Yeah.
We sort that out. And then I start playing, and it's actually very rowdy there. It was a Saturday night,
can be.
so it was really jumping. It was like, and it's kind of, it almost can have like Roadhouse vibes.
It really can there.
You're like, oh boy,
a lot of flat hats.
A lot of flat hats. Yeah, maybe the ears stuck to. And so I'm just kind of trying to vibe it out, and people there get just really drunk, really drunk.
It's a circular bar. Let's describe for the listener.
Yeah.
So you have this huge bar that's basically the centerpiece of this room you're playing in. There are tables around it to eat and drink, but it's really like all focused on that, and you are to the side of the bar by the door where people constantly swing in and out to go smoke outside.
Smoke. And so the smoke just flies into your face. You're like, oh,
Yeah, totally.
So there's that. But there was this guy. So I'm set up and I'm doing my thing. I'm playing, and like when we do these acoustic sets, for the most part, I'm sure you're the same. Like we go through almost every era and every genre of music. Like if you play for an hour, there's a good chance you're hitting like everything, like every style of music.
Yeah,
just because
country, pop, rock.
Yeah, you're looking
R&B.
around and like, okay, I'm gonna play Beatles, and now I'm gonna play freaking this, and boom, and just all over the place. And so this guy comes up and he goes, yeah, do you have a song list? And I was like, well, I kind of make up my set as I go. I'm kind of just deciding what I'm gonna play. And I was like, what are you feeling, man? What do you want to play?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, I don't know. He goes, I don't know what I want. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what kind of music? And he's like, yeah, I know. I heard you playing like some classic rock and like some older stuff. And then I heard you played some like 80s stuff. He's like, but I don't like any of that kind of music.
Listener, my eyes are rolling in my head like repeatedly in a big circle over and over. What do you gonna do?
And I was like, I've never heard someone say, I don't like that kind of. I'm like, so you don't like any kind of music? Because I've played every style of music.
Right.
So
He's
you
like,
don't
klezmer? You're telling me you don't play klezmer.
Yeah. I'm like, so like, you got to give me something. I don't know what you're thinking. If you give me something,
Oh,
maybe
you're
I
going
can
down a bad alley already.
Absolutely.
Now.
I was appeasing him too much.
Yeah, because then he's gonna say something you don't play.
Yeah,
if it's that arcane.
But he did say, he goes, I don't know, like Beastie Boys, and I was like, yeah, there's a chance. Yeah, maybe. I was like, let me think about it. I could probably pull out some Beastie, like Fight for Your Right or something. I could probably do that. And I was like, yeah, just give me a second. I'll pull up the lyrics or something. I could probably play it. Yeah. And so I did, right? I played it. And actually, also, fun fact, I haven't played that song in so long, and I forgot what key it was in, so I just played it in E, but it's normally in A. So it was fine, but so I played it in E, right? Like, but
That's
when it goes
a big
to
jump, though, E to
yeah,
A.
it was fine vocally, actually, but the problem was when it gets to you gotta fight, gang. That's the chord. It's like a fourth or it's like the 4 chord. And I didn't realize I was in the wrong key until that part, and I went, "You gotta fight!" Rah, rah. I was like, "Oh
wink.
shit!"
Yeah,
it was all
doink,
weird.
doink.
So whatever. Besides that, it was fine. But I played this song, and it actually was kind of cool. I might, might keep it. So, but I look, the dude's not even paying attention at all. Not even close.
Exactly what I would expect. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I did this to myself.
He comes back up after, and he's like, "I thought you said Beastie Boys." What
I
happened?
know, dude. And so
I played
this guy,
it.
Yeah, exactly. And so I played the song, and honestly, when that happens, I have no problem calling people out on the mic because I'm like, look at this. I'm playing the song, and you're not paying attention. Like
That was for you, guy with a zit on your chin. He's like, "What?"
Yeah. He punches me in the face. So, anyways, the same guy, maybe 45 minutes later.
Yeah.
I'm like, honestly, I was playing around the chords for Hotel California because I was going to play Hotel California. So I had started, and that's even
People know it just from the chords generally.
People know it from the chords.
Yeah.
And so I've started playing the chords, just kind of warming it up. And the guy walks up while I'm doing this, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And he starts talking to me, and he goes, so do you sing too? And I was
You had been singing for 2 hours. Yeah.
I'd been singing for 2 hours, and I also sang the song that he has. And I go, yeah. Well, actually, he was talking to me for a while, and he goes, oh, yeah, it sounds like you're going to play a Hotel California. Do you sing too? And I was like, well, yeah, I'm going to sing as soon as you, leave me alone. I was going to sing it. I was actually going to sing it. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And his friend was actually kind of embarrassed for him. He was like, dude, I'm sorry. Pulling him away. He's like,
yeah.
He's like,
the guy has had 2 bloomin' onions already. So
yeah. And he's had at least 2 Trulies. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Trulies.
And so, yeah, that was, I've never Well, I guess I have kind of versions of that, but it was just like, and then the night ends. It was fine,
Yeah.
Dude. But I was sharing this, through text with you guys, and actually I saw Kieran over the weekend too, who was on our last podcast. If you didn't check that out, you got to check it out. And he was just laughing so hard. I'm like, dude, I've been through it, man, this week.
I bet you he's been there too, but they're like aggressive Irish people in his stories, and they're like, "Do you fucking sing?"
Yes.
breaking a Guinness
a guitar
over his head. Yeah.
Oh my god,
that's the way we show love here.
I'm sure he has been through it all.
Wow.
Give it a bust.
Yeah. The thing is, we do. Honest to goodness, really, really, really appreciate doing this for a living. I can speak for you and me and our buddies, and it really is but anyone's problems in their life are kind of relative, and they all seem big to yourself in the moment, right? So it's not like we're being ungrateful, but you're like, I'll speak for myself to say, when I go into a gig, I'm sure you're the same. You're just like, I'm getting ready to like do my best and give a bunch of joy and kind of like go for it and try to knock your socks off and have fun. And so you're all set up in your mind for that. And when someone nonchalantly is just kind of like, basically, is that all you got? Or it's kind of like
we're
that.
Sorry, we're double booked.
Yeah, you're not even going to perform because it's Women's Day, and it's also Bagpipe Day. It's Bagpipe
it's also
Day, so you're
it's
out.
bassist day. Yeah, we don't want you.
Yeah. It's Harp
It's
Day, and
it's golf
just,
club day. Yeah.
I was gonna say, you had that person walking around with golf clubs and napkins. They were like, is this the caterer and caddy is the new dual job? Everybody's trying to find work.
That guy I knew that he was gonna be a problem from the beginning. He just had one of those faces. He was
thumbs
looking
down
at me.
is not the universal way to tell someone to turn down, actually, and I'd like to clarify that. It's a flat hand that's pushed down to the ground, and also a face that says, "Do you mind?" Like, squinch, like, is it, down a little? Hee, down. Not like, bro, no.
Thumbs down. Especially when there was the whole room, which was the bar dining area, was like they were digging it. There was a girl that was like, she's like dancing, and I was like, and so after that, I kept asking them, and I was like, how's the volume, everybody? Is it good?
Love that.
And they're like, it's perfect, and they were like, it's perfect, so
the whole crowd puts their thumb down.
all the sweat I'm just sweating so hard.
You're like sliding around on the ground.
I never had sweat so hard.
I totally would do the same. And actually, last time I played disco, I was totally sweating, and it was freezing out.
And you were sick too, right?
And I was absolutely horribly sick. It was the bottom 3 shows I've ever done, just because of
being sick.
It's really long. And it's kind of little bit of an aggressive crowd, and I just didn't have the physical energy to like shout over.
Connect,
it was just awful, dude.
Yeah, some places, like, honestly, it's weird. Like, certain shows actually stress me out more than way bigger shows.
Oh, sure, that's how it is.
Just because of knowing how the crowd is, how you have to like. The amount of energy and like focus it takes to kind of like line up with them to where you're like, okay, I gotta really like figure out how I want to sit here to where it's like works, like
there's almost nothing harder than a room of like 25 to 50 people that are just pretty much facing you and paying attention to you and haven't paid for the show.
Exactly.
So, because these are we are entertaining a paid restaurant generally, or bar, or so they're buying drinks or food, but generally they're not paying an entrance fee for these kind of gigs where we are the part of the restaurant, offering.
So it's we have to prove ourselves, basically. It's like we have to prove to them that, listen, I'm not going to be a problem and you're going to enjoy this. Like it's like someone saying like, I'll have I just want like a burrito, and then you give them something extra and you're like, trust me, this is going to be good.
It's like, totally.
It's like, it's like,
here's a free beer. Yeah, totally, man. I mean,
Yep. You're always
it's tough, dude. And like when you play a huge show, you're insulated, frankly.
Yeah.
Right. Usually it's
easier.
a pretty large stage. People are far
Easier
away.
is not easy to say, but
right.
Yeah, when it's like you go out, especially with a band, and it's like you get to go out. You're part of this like a machine, which is your band.
Yeah.
And even if it is solo, if it's like part of a thing where it's like this is a big show, it's different than having to show up and really interface with people and be like, okay, I got to work this out. So like you being sick at like a disco bay, that would be tough, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you,
you're trying to connect, and it's like, oh, I just don't have the energy to do anything, It's like,
yeah, and I'll tell you a time that I did do a big show that was sort of like what we're talking about, but really magnified and pretty, stressful in a way. Was I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but years ago I sang at an inauguration party for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Whoa!
His when he became governor, the inauguration, right around that time. So it was at like the San Jose airport, like this huge airport hangar, and they had me sing a cappella.
No. What?
Like God Bless America, like God Bless America.
Way.
A cappella.
And he was there? He was there?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Him, Maria Shriver, and like all these news cameras, everything was around. So,
That's
and it was
insane.
6 a.m.
Oh my God.
There's nowhere to hide. There's no band. Everything is like hush with like probably 2,500 people there and a cappella.
Dude.
So I'm like practicing all the way in the car, driving there, like, just trying to get loose. And it went pretty well, actually. And after he shook my hand and he goes, very good.
Very good.
Very good. Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
That's amazing.
But that was high stress. I mean, I was like a different reason to run to See's Candy after.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right. He's like, don't eat the candy.
Don't eat the garbage. Celebrate with another kind of gift for yourself.
Yep.
For instance, a marathon.
Yeah, maybe some stroganoff.
yeah, right. Yeah, celebrate your accomplishments by lifting more weights. Okay, I'll do that. Maybe star in the movie. Okay.
Yeah. Or accidents. I said my brain is
these are accidents. They're not very good.
Yeah, these are just all accidents. Oh man. So, yes, gigs, dude. And then after my Nervo is blowing me up. He does this every time. He's blowing me up right now. We need to get Nervo on here.
We do.
So after that Saturday gig, then I did a rock and roll team building thing over which is probably where I got this little cold freaking flying, dude. Just like,
where was that one?
We were in Tucson, which dude, Tucson is rad. That place,
yeah, I like Arizona in general.
Yeah, Arizona is sick. Just the desert, it's so cool.
Yeah,
it's amazing. So yeah, we just did. It was super chill. We just played. We played they're doing a thing now that's called like the Songwriters series, where
storyteller, I think, right?
Story. Yes, you know better than me. So you know what it is. It's people choose songs that mean a lot to them, right? And so and really you just play the audio behind it. That's like on an iPad or something. And then so our job was basically doing a 90-minute set for the party. And the party was kind of a dud. Actually, it was like, because the bar was outside.
Oh,
right?
Perfect.
Yeah, so bars outside.
No one likes drinking. We're listening to a band sober.
Yeah, so it was a little, the way it was put together was a little like not fitting with the party vibes.
Yeah.
But it was cool. We kind of played to slightly an empty room, but
yeah,
it just is what it is.
You play for each other and you have fun and everyone's getting paid and the vibe is there.
The vibe is there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was cool.
So you guys had your lean and mean lineup, which is good.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I was talking to Clay actually via like Instagram, I think. And you know, I feel bad. And Clay, you're probably listening, because really Clay he was the connection to this whole thing with rock and roll team
Right.
building.
That's right.
He's the
He
guy.
brought us both in.
Yeah, and so like for him to not be on a gig and like me on a gig, I definitely feel guilty like anytime. And he was telling me, he's like, I'm super booked and I'm building my own brand. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. You know, I'm like shit, dude.
And meanwhile, I'm sitting there in a go-go boots and a mini skirt while Jackie does the gig. Okay, great. Thanks a lot. She's killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those where it's like, yeah, we have so many players.
So much talent. Yeah.
Yeah. And they have to pick, you know, like, is it going to be a smaller thing or bigger thing? So
Yeah.
I'm happy to do it whenever I can, but I do feel guilty. I'm like, man, if Clay, you know, because it's really Clay's gig. It really is Clay's gig.
I mean, but that's just for all instruments that it's kind of like that. And someone like Ben Levine, great bass player, great guy, ends up not being on a lot of them, even though he was the original bass player, because of him starting a school of rock in, where is it again? Do you remember?
Pleasanton?
Pleasanton, right.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. If anyone has kids that want to benefit from that, he's really got a lot of love put into that place, and you guys should check it out. But yeah, like you have a stable of whatever, 8 singers, 6 to 8 singers, all of us, and already it's just going to have to be, you don't do them all, and we're all just finding gigs as we can. Sometimes I'll get a call and I'm already booked with something else, or which sucks. I hate to miss any of those. But yeah, I mean, and then also Wendy does every single gig. But yeah, sometimes people don't. No, it's harder to find some. You know, there are less.
Jeez.
And she's kind of a gem, which is great.
Yeah. Well, actually, she was in Australia, so she's been out. She's been out.
Did you have a keyboard player on that gig?
Yeah, we had Manny.
Oh, okay,
Manny?
right. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yes. So, yeah, it was cool though. It was good. It was like just. Yeah, those are always fun, good accommodations. I do think I got sick on the flight, though. I think that's just what happened. It just happens, dude. It's like...
Well, another thing that happened for me, I wanted to share, too. It's a little bit continuing on with something we've talked about, but hey, man, this is all part of it. So last weekend... I might have I shared about Aaron's celebration of life that we went to in Kansas City, got wasted, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, and I was given a vial of his ashes.
Right.
So we went last weekend to spread those. And I know there's some legality with that, so I won't say, you know, everything about where we did it, right? But usually you try to do it in water, so it's not hurting anything.
Don't pull a, what is it, Big Lebowski, where they
blows in the fucking face. Yeah. Hey man, what are you doing? So
you're out of your element, Donnie.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. So I just went by Bimbo's because that's a special place for really all of us, all our bands. And he and I used to have dinner across the street next door to the International, that sports bar. Yep. And so we just went around, and Z came with me, my wife. So, of course, we didn't plan to, but, well, there's Buena Vista Cafe right there. So I guess we have to have an Irish coffee.
You have to.
You know, we're going to go have lunch. And, I mean, so we go to Skoma's, our normal place. And, I mean, they weren't serving food yet. So, I mean, we had to sit at the bar and have another drink. And then we're just like having fun by then. So we went to Pier 39, also just kind of leaving a little bit Aaron in all these fun places. And there's a new bar at the very back of Pier 39. By the way, side question, please write in Jason Muscat if it's true. But I think Jason Muscat used to work in a like little fun store in Pier 39.
I think it was a wine shop.
I thought it was a left-handed shop where you get like left-handed scissors and shit. I don't know why I think that. But
that's good.
Yeah.
The left-handed shop.
Yeah. So there's a new bar at the back of this with a great view and it's totally not very San Francisco. It's kind of like neon lights and I don't know. It's an urban kind of futuristic-y bar. And so, just to honor Aaron, I did have a Long Island.
Yes. Good.
So we're talking, and this is just the final thing here is just this funny story I never knew about my wife, which I'm going to get wrong, but the basis of it is right, where we're talking about, we better stop now so we're not hungover tomorrow.
Yeah.
And she was reminded of when she used to work at a casino, and that was the year and a half of her life where she was a smoker and was like, all this shit was all gross. And she said that one time she had drank a lot or something with coworkers after work or whatever it was, and she woke up so hungover, she called the job and quit. I feel so hungover, I'm never coming back.
Yeah.
Not,
and they're like,
I can't come in today.
Yeah. They're like, you don't work for 2 weeks. I don't care.
You don't even work here anymore. Yeah. Yeah.
She called someone else's job and quit.
She called the Disco Bay Steakhouse. Yeah.
She called the radio station and double booked you.
Yeah. It's Woman's Day. I'm never coming back.
It's hungover Woman's Day.
Dude, imagine being so hungover you quit your job. You're just like, I will never come back again.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm going to feel better or if I will wake up tomorrow.
I can't leave my house ever.
And then we ordered another round. It was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, good times. Well, one of the most hungover days of my life was after being with you in Walnut Creek. And
right.
Yeah.
Is that when you had a mysterious? Was it a cigarette burn or a hole in your shoe in your hand from a high heel or both? I don't know how.
The results never came in. We don't know.
But you just had a gouge in your thumb.
I had a massive.
Is it
hole.
still there?
I do have a scar. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I remember actually this came up a couple weeks ago because Alex Pels was like, we were just talking about life and you know how and my relationship with Amy and stuff, and he goes, I remember when you kind of had a turning point, where you hit rock bottom and you're like, I can't live like this anymore. And he's like, what happened? He's like, you did something to your face or something. And I was like, no. I put a hole in my hand with Bray.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm part of your downfall.
Yeah, and I remember you texting me just saying, I would love to set myself on fire today.
Yeah. I don't remember saying that. It's pretty funny.
Oh my God.
And your famous phrase from that time when you were super hungover that me and Noel still say is, I'm thinking burrito.
I'm thinking burrito. Yeah. Yep.
It's beautiful.
Yep. I mean, we had one of the most legendary burrito nights with our, RIP with Ben, right?
Yeah, we did.
And when I went back to get a second burrito, and he was so impressed.
Dude, that place is amazing. It's in the Mission. They have this big, huge, I don't know what it is, almost a wok.
Yeah.
With 5 kinds of meat in it that are all next to each other. And he always used to like to say, the meats are marrying each other. They're marrying. So you're marrying the flavors and the juices. He's not, he doesn't ever laugh at his own. He's not laughing like we are, like dumbasses.
Right.
He says everything that he says with perfect dry humor.
Yeah.
That was Ben Thompson for sure. Yeah. So, and that place would be open till 3 a.m. And so it's totally the place you go at the end.
Yeah. I don't even know what we were doing out there. Yeah.
I don't either.
That was epic, though. Yeah. Yeah, dude. So, good times. I would like to think I'm slightly more mature, but I'm not sure that I am. So,
yeah, I actually think that wasn't your rock bottom yet. It went further because we had other stuff after that. I think Cloak was after that, so I don't know.
Yeah. That was all. We were just living that hard life.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, good times. Well, I'm glad that I survived through this. I'm still not feeling great, but I'm alive. I'm here. So let's get a little yarnar.
Let's do it.
I heard someone say this, and it made me think of just saying things in general. So Yarnar saying like titles or names of things backwards, i.e., check this out, like bar and grill and bar.
You mean just naming your establishment this backwards way, or people
just saying it? Like if I was like, I'm gonna get a jelly and peanut butter.
Whoa!
Or I'm gonna go to a grill and bar.
No, I've never heard these. You know what? The only people who talk like that shop at the left-handed store. All right, so yeah.
So it's kind of just a gnar. It's weird though, because
I've
I
not
heard someone,
that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Grill and bar. Like, what would happen if it was like, where's a bar and grill? And you're like, grill and bar. I'm going to go to the grill and bar.
No.
Because it's just the way the words roll, right? So.
Right. I would say there's a new category, Yarnar or utterly confused.
Yeah.
Because that,
or like like a cheese and ham sandwich.
Now you're just sounding foreign. I think that's how, like, maybe that's the answer to this. They're like, what? This is how Lithuanians say it.
No, I think actually where I got this was there was a Canadian bar and grill, and so it got mentioned somewhere, and they titled it Grill and Bar.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Right? It's insane. You sound crazy right now. Okay, well, I've not heard of that, and I almost don't want to gnar it because it's so bizarre. Yarnar bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, what do you vote?
I mean, I guess
stump
it's like,
yourself too.
There's not even a right or a wrong. I think I was just putting it out there like this. It does happen, I guess.
Someone's all 7-6. You're like, huh?
Yeah. What?
That's how we say it in Lithuania.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all I got.
All right, mine. I got a pretty good Yarnar. This comes up, and I think it's pretty heavy. People have really strong opinions about this, one way or the other. Yarnar, the song "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
I like that song. I
think it's a gosh darn masterpiece.
I like
that
song.
You do realize, as our friend Daniel Swan would say, you do realize you do realize that a lot of people really hate that because they feel it's minimizing people's problems, or struggles.
Come on.
I know, but that happens to be that I feel the way you do. But I just have heard, like, this ain't no don't worry, be happy shit. And I think when it came out, like, whatever, the 90s happened right after it, where it's more angsty and more like, don't minimize.
Oh, so it came out in the 80s?
I think it's in the 80s. I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I think it's late 80s.
It's a kind of song that, like, it seems like such a classic. It could have been
timeless.
It's timeless. Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, the vocal performances in there, the way he sings that ooh, 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 it's absolutely masterful, and all his harmonies are just heavenly, dude. It's unbelievable. I recommend anyone to listen to that song. Like, make it kind of a priority if you're a music lover to listen to that song and just straight up technically listen to what he's doing. It's all his voice and him beating on his own chest for the rhythm. Dude, it is like, it should be listed as one of the greatest music achievements.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
Just thinking of that melody, doesn't it seem
So it's a gnar.
No, it's a huge jar. But doesn't it seem like Jack Johnson made his whole career off of that song? Like, taking that song and then writing songs that are like that song.
I mean, except for so much less.
Complicated and like. Yeah. I feel like that whole da 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 da, like that's Jack Johnson's whole thing, right?
Yeah, he took 1/8 of the verse and repeated it. I don't want to sit and rank on him, but I also
no, I do
might like him less than James Taylor. So. I think
not a fan of banana pancakes. Yeah.
Make a banana pancake.
Oh, bro. Well, I'm glad we got through this, or I got through this. So
is this 97 now? 97?
I believe it is 97.
All
and
right.
listeners, please follow us on Instagram, instagram.com, The Green Room Music Podcast. And then we
Yes.
are also on YouTube. You can
Spotify.
find Spotify,
iTunes.
iTunes. Write in. You can find either of us under our names and send us messages too. That's totally fine. And we'll see you next week.
All right, my brother.
Yeah, brah. Woo! I'm sweating bullets.
It's probably not clean. The green room. It's definitely not green. The green room. Can I get some more ice? You're
not
in the bag. You can't get in.
We gotta do a remix.
Yeah, we should.
Later.
Late, bro.